Do you know why when you call your system admin or the IT personnel about an issue, most of the time they usually tell you to restart, and most of the time that's usually fix the issue. Sleep, hibernate, shut down, and restart all have different effects on our PCs, and mostly we actually have been using them all the time. But do you actually know what happens when you do any of those? Now let's first of all analyze what happens behind each and every of those options, and then we get to know exactly which one to choose when you want to fix something or when you want to get a certain effect. So let's start with sleep. When your computer is sleeping, the applications are running, but it uses less power because it turns off the display and minimizes unnecessary power usage. So if you tap on your keyboard or use the mouse, you just shake your mouse, it's supposed to come back to life. So it uses less power. So when it comes to hibernation, your PC will power off completely, but it will keep a memory of exactly what was happening on your PC at that point when you put it to hibernation. So in short, it will freeze everything that was happening on your computer at that point, and then when you power back on, it will resume from exactly what was happening. So if you had Mozilla open and maybe you had a YouTube video running there, it will come back to that point and everything open Mozilla and the video will actually be there. So it will kind of freeze that moment, and then when you come back, you'll resume from exactly that same point. So shutting down will close the applications, it will stop the processes, and it will power off your PC, and your PC will not come back to life until you press the power button. So restarting your PC is almost equal to shutting down your PC, but shutting down your PC does not touch anything about the drivers, some of the operating system files, and the cache. So restart does everything that shutdown does, but it also refreshes the drivers, it clears the cache, it refreshes the operating system files, and when you're coming back, you come back to a fresh PC. I don't know whether you've noted this. When you have a Windows update and you click on the power button, you usually have several options, one of which is you update and then shut down. So when you click on that option, the PC will first of all restart, and then it will install the update, and then it will shut down. So the restart will be for stopping all the processes, making sure that there's nothing running in the background. It clears the RAM, the cache, and all the drivers files, and then it will be able now to update, and then it will shut down. So that's the reason why. But if you want to replicate the same effect with a shutdown key, what you need to do is to go to your PC, go to Control Panel, and then we have the categories. Make sure you have large icons, then go to Power Options. So once you get there, click on choose what the power button does, and then you'll have this window. Now when you look here at shutdown settings, you have several options, and you can see the startup, fast startup is unchecked. It will be unchecked. If you've never changed yours, you'll find it checked. Now I unchecked mine, of course. So if you want your PC, when you shut down, it will behave as if you have restarted your PC, but this might take longer, especially if you're using a hard drive. Just click on change the settings, but you'll have to have the admin privileges, and you can uncheck this button. When you uncheck, it means when you're shutting down your PC will not create a hibernation file, and it will clear everything. So it will be like restarting your PC. I think that should be the best option for you if you're using a faster boot drive like the SSDs. So if you're using an SSD, you can turn off, you can uncheck this box. But if you're using a hard drive, it will take longer when you're shutting down your PC. So pressing down shift before shutting down, deactivating the fast boot, that is the fast startup, and restarting will give the same effects. The only difference will be now restarting will power back on your PC. So while we're still on this topic, Windows 11 modified the power button. So when you click it, you'll have the sign in option, and they're all here. But if you press on Windows X, or you just right click on a Windows icon, you have this option. You just hover your mouse on shutdown or sign in, and then you have these options here. So you can just click on hibernate, shutdown, or restart. So if you don't have this hibernate option here, which is mostly the case, go to Control Panel, power options, click on choose what the power button does, and then you change the settings which are currently unavailable. You click on that, and then you check the Hibernate button will be unchecked. So check it, and then save the changes. It will appear. So thank you for watching the video all the way up to the end. Like if you like the content, and subscribe if you've not, and let's meet in the next video.